everyone, it's time for comprehension. Please make sure you're ready with your pencil and paper to write down the answers. I will start from page 22, right at the top where my pointer is. A cruel smile played on Oberon's lips. When Titania is asleep, I will drop the juice of the flower in her eyes, he said to himself. Its magic will make her fall in love with the first living thing she sees when she wakes, perhaps a toad or even a spider. She will make herself seem so ridiculous that she will beg me to break the spell, and I will, after she's given me the page. This plan pleased Oberon so much that he began to laugh, but his laugh was cut short when he heard human voices approaching. With a wave of his fingers, Oberon made himself vanish among the shadows. Demetrius, out searching for Hermia, halted in the middle of the glade while he considered which path to take. This gave Helena a chance to catch up with him. Wait for me, Demetrius, she pleaded. Demetrius scowled at her. For the last time, Helena, go home, he shouted angrily. I can't find Lysander and Hermia without your help. Question 1. When Titania awakes, Oberon is hoping she will fall in love with. Tick 2 of the choices you can see: a toad, a fairy, a spider, him, a man. Right, so you can write down the 2 correct answers. Go to page 22, pause the video and write down your answer. The next question is, read to the end of page 22. Who do you think is approaching? Right, read page 22, pause the video and write down your answer. Question 3. Summarize Oberon's plan on page 22 in 3 sentences. So you're reading page 22, summarizing Oberon's plan in your own words in 3 sentences. Pause the video here. Question 4. Find and copy a word on page 23 that means the same as stop. So go on, you can read page 23, find a similar word that means stop and write it down, please. Question 5. What might Helena be thinking and feeling on page 23 when Demetrius tells her to go home? Right, so on page 23, you can read through the text and tell me what Helena might be feeling or thinking when Demetrius shouts at her and tells her to go home. Pause the video here and write down your answer. But you don't understand, Helena exclaimed. I love you. I always loved you. She tried to put her arms around Demetrius, but he ducked away. Well, I don't love you, he said roughly, so go away and leave me alone. And he ran off through the moonlight. Oh, Demetrius, sobbed Helena, running after him. I would follow you through fire just to be near you. When the glade was once more still and silent, Oberon came out of the darkness. His face was thoughtful. I must help that lovely maiden, he whispered. I know how cruel it is to love someone whose heart is so cold. A wind brushed the fairy king's cheek, and there stood Puck holding a sprig of glimmering white flowers. The next question reads to the end of page 24. Do you think Demetrius will find Lysander and Hermia? So you go to page 24, and this is your prediction. You can write down whatever you think. You think he's going to find Lysander and Hermia. Pause the video here and write down your answer. Question 7. Why does Oberon want to help Helena? Okay, remember your answer should not start with because. You need to answer in complete sentences. You can go through the text, pause the video here and write down your answer. The next question. Read to the end of page 25. What do you think the glimmering white flowers are? Go to page 25 and tell me what the glimmering white flowers are. If you remember the name, that would be very nice as well. But if you can just explain what they are, that can do as well. Take 2 blossoms and search the woods for a young human couple, Oberon said to him. Squeeze the juice of the petals into the young man's eyes, but do it when you are sure that the maiden will be the first thing he sees. At once, master, Puck said with a bow, and then he was gone. Then Oberon went to find Titania. He found her sleeping alone on a bank of violets, and the air was heavy with their sweet perfume. As he dropped juice from the magic flowers onto Titania's eyelids, Oberon murmured, "What you see when you awake, do it for your true love take." The next question is, Oberon is wrong to interfere and resolve Helena's problem. Do you agree with this statement or disagree? Explain your answer and tell me why. Okay, so this is your thoughts that I'd like to know. Oberon's trying to help Helena, but do you think it's right or wrong to interfere and resolve her problem? Make sure you explain your answer well. Question 10. Who do you think Titania will see when she wakes up? Right, that again is your prediction or your thoughts. You can write what you think, who she will see first. Question 11. Replace the words in bold with synonyms. Oberon dropped juice from the magic flowers onto Titania's eyelids whilst murmuring a spell. So there are 3 words that are in bold: juice, magic, and murmuring. You need to find their synonyms, which means words that have a similar meaning, the same meaning, and write them down. At least write 1. If you have more than 1, I don't mind. You can write 2, 3, that is your choice. Go on, pause the video here and write down the synonyms. At that very moment, in another part of the wood, Puck was putting magic juice into the eyes of a young man he had found sleeping next to a young woman at the foot of a pine tree. When he wakes and sees her, his love for her will drive him mad. Puck giggled when he leapt into the air like a grasshopper in a summer meadow. But as bad luck would have it, Puck had found the wrong couple. Those sleeping under the tree were Lysander and Hermia, who had got lost in the wood and exhausted themselves trying to find the way out. And as bad luck would also have it, a few seconds after Puck had left them, Helena wandered by, searching for Demetrius. Blinded by tears, Helena did not notice Lysander and Hermia until she stumbled over Lysander's legs. I'll stop there for today. Goodness me, this is getting interesting. I wonder what's going to happen next. Okay, the next question is, do you think Puck enjoys working for Oberon? Use the evidence from the text. So can you read page 28 and 29 and look for a phrase or some part of the text that tells you that Puck enjoys the work given by Oberon? You can pause the video here and write down your answer. Okay, it's time to mark your answers now. The first question, when Titania awakes, Oberon is hoping she will fall in love with a toad and a spider. The next question was, after reading to the end of page 22, who do you think is approaching? It was Demetrius and Helena. If you've said just Demetrius, you can mark it correct as well. Question 3. Summarize Oberon's plan on page 22 in 3 sentences. So Oberon's plan is to drop the juice of the magic flower in Titania's eyes while she's asleep. The magic will make her fall in love with the first living thing she sees when she wakes up. That can even be a toad or a spider. That would make her beg Oberon to break the spell. Oberon will get her page in return. So I've provided all the important information, his plan, in 3 sentences. Now these are my words, obviously your answer would be different from mine, but please make sure you've got all the important facts in your answer. The next question is, find and copy a word on page 23 that means the same as stopped. The word is halted. What might Helena be thinking and feeling on page 23 when Demetrius tells her to go home? She might be feeling hurt and disappointed that her plan to make Demetrius fall in love with her is not working. If you've written words that are similar to hurt and disappointed, you can mark it correct. Question 6, read to the end of page 24. Do you think Demetrius will find Lysander and Hermia? This is your prediction, your thoughts. Please share your answers on Tapestry. The next question was, why does Oberon want to help Helena? And the answer is, he wanted to help her because he thought she feels the same way as he was feeling for Titania. He was sympathizing with her as he felt Demetrius is just like Titania, whose heart is so cold. If your answer is similar to mine, you can mark it correct. Question 8. Read to the end of page 25. What do you think the glimmering white flowers are? They are the magic flowers called love in idleness. If you've just mentioned that they are the magic flowers from that Oberon asked Puck to bring, your answer is correct. If you've written the name of the flower, love in idleness, that's correct as well. Question 9. Oberon is wrong to interfere and resolve Helena's problem. Do you agree or disagree? And tell me why. So share your answers in Tapestry, and I'd like to read through them. Question 10. Who do you think Titania will see when she wakes up? This is, again, your own prediction. Please share your answers in Tapestry. Question 11. Replace the words in bold with synonyms. So the 3 words were juice, magic, and murmuring. The first one, synonyms for juice can be liquid or fluid. Magic can be enchanted or supernatural. And murmuring, other words for murmuring can be whispering or muttering. If you've got any other word, but it means the same, you can mark it correct. And the last question for today, do you think Puck enjoys working for Oberon? Use the evidence from the text. So the phrase, Puck giggled and leapt into the air, shows that Puck is enjoying the work given by Oberon. Okay, that's all for today. I will see you next time. Bye.